Hello and welcome to Driving Double Feature Podcast. I'm Nathan,
I'm Ryan.
and this is the podcast where we talk about two movies a week every Tuesday and Thursday. But before we get into that, be sure to check out our Patreon. If you head over to patreon.com/Driving Double Feature Podcast, you get fun games over there, conversations, and you get that for $5 a month. And you help support the channel, but nothing's locked behind there. Don't worry about it. If you don't want to pay up, we ain't mad, right? Are you mad?
I'd be a little mad if you don't want to pay.
That's most viewers. You're mad at most viewers.
Exactly. I'm calling you out. No, I'm kidding. We
Yeah, I
we
know.
appreciate any support that you give
Oh
us
yeah.
whatsoever.
Even if you listen to a little bit, that it's all good here. But let's get into the day's movie with 1936's Things to Come, which is a British science fiction film. That's just when I hear British science fiction, I'm all in on it. That's just I'm
You're like, oh
hooked.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm revved up and ready for some British science fiction. This is based off of the work of H.G. Wells, who actually also wrote the screenplay.
What did that guy even do?
I don't know. I think he did I think
Like
let me look at his
this is like he was like a
Wikipedia.
one he was like a one and done type of guy. Like he
Oh,
just wrote this and he just like peace out.
it's so funny. You look at his notable work section. You know how long this is, and this isn't even all of his work. It's crazy. But yeah, right at the top is Things to Come. Yeah, obviously his most notable work. Better than Time Machine, The Invisible Man, The War of the Worlds. Oh, he made that crappy Ice Cube movie? Good God.
Anaconda
Anaconda.
with the Ice Cube.
Oh God, yeah. You know they're remaking Anaconda?
Or oh wait, he made Friday with Ice Cube. Got it. H.G.
Yeah.
Wells' Friday.
I would watch that. I wonder what that would be like. um, but no, this is Things to Come, which I've heard about for a while because it has a Criterion edition. And let's just say this movie looked a lot cooler from the covers and the photos I've seen than the movie actually is. Have you heard of this movie before, Ryan?
Never, not one bit.
Not one bit. Oh boy, this must have been something to get into. So it is 1936, and the beginning of the movie is just very British, just people getting together talking about how much they hate progress. Oh, I hate progress. And some people are advocating for war, and others
It's
love
funny
war.
because this movie is pre-World War II, and
Yes.
they're like, "What? The Second World War, that would never. This is supposed to be like a what if a Second World War happened."
Yeah.
They're like, well, like this is totally fictional, but what if we had a Second World War? They're
Yeah,
just like, oh my God.
there is like a finger on the pulse, at least at the beginning, kind of feeling to it because they bomb the UK, which actually did happen in World War II, not long after this
No,
movie came
Nathan,
out.
not the UK, every town.
Oh, sorry, yeah, every town did get blown up. Yes, you're right. Yeah, that's every town, United Kingdom, right? Have you
And
been there?
they make it very I feel like I've been there.
Yeah.
I no, but I think they're trying to keep everything like super vague.
Hmm.
Like they don't mention specifically I mean, you assume it's England. Do they say that they're in England? I mean, I know they all have British accents, obviously,
Oh,
but
no, they don't say they're in England, but I guess it's just assumed.
yeah. And then whoever bombs them, they don't even say which country bombed them.
Yeah, that's right. That's the thing, because this is kind of like a prediction movie. Like you said, it's a what if scenario. And I feel like part of the prediction is being as vague as possible. Like, yeah, if there was a World War II with some other country and it blew up every town, this might happen. So it's all like prediction, but very
I
lightly so.
I liked it because it reminded me a lot of Top Gun Maverick, which we saw that together. It was just when you
I have
watch these
not
two
heard
movies,
this.
Well, it reminded, no, I was just gonna say is just in that movie,
Hmm.
they're very clearly going after a different country, but they never say specifically which country they're
Yes,
going
yeah.
after, and they keep it super vague, like so much so that like the terrains change. It's like, oh, it goes from like desert to like snowy mountains. It's like,
I thought you were gonna say that you saw it in 4DX. That was the comparison.
no, I'm at,
um,
not what I'm at. I do want to say, so, I usually watch these movies in a group.
yeah.
I can't tell you what a buzzkill this is watching this movie in a group setting.
I wondered if you did because I was watching this. I don't know. You tell me if I'm completely wrong. This movie is crazy boring. Like this movie
Oh,
is so boring.
I mean, I'm trying to decide if is it me that just has like really short attention span,
True, true.
or and I'm just like, because when you read about this movie is very acclaimed.
Yes.
This is like it's like ranked as like one of the best British films of all time list, and it's like one of the best British sci-fis ever made, and it's
It-
a very like I could see it being like like, oh, this is so profound like at the time and everything,
mhm.
but like I was pretty bored watching
Yeah,
this one.
and I'm guessing your group was too.
Oh yeah, like I said, it was huge buzzkill.
And I picked it. It's like that was Nathan's pick. That was him. He chose it,
Oh, you
not
better
me.
believe every time I say that they don't like a movie, This is Nathan's.
Even
This
if it's
is
one
not
you
me."
pick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sure. Nathan picked twice this week. I promise. uh, but yeah, I agree because I did read how much this movie is loved. But I think a lot of that love comes from the time period and production design. The look of the movie for 1936 is insane. Like the costuming, the sets, they're huge. There's some really cool special effects, like the tank running into buildings, which may look simple now, but for at the time, that was a big deal. And I feel like this is kind of like a modern blockbuster in a way. It's not a lot of substance, but there is cool stuff to look at. And I think maybe that was a little more impressive in the 30s. And that kind of has continued on through time.
You think that that's the case, like the special effect? I assumed it was just because of like, this movie was thought provoking or
It
something
could.
like that.
It could have been. I mean, 1936. I mean, imagine a movie predicting the next war right before it happens. I'm sure maybe there's like a bit of it being profound and maybe the messaging here. I guess it could be. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't connect to it at all. I'm surprised too because I was actually really excited for this one.
My biggest gripe, which I've said this before in other movies, is, I try to latch myself on to a lot of the characters in a movie.
Mhm.
And this one, there's not really a main character in this
No.
one. It's like there's like the main dude, which is uh oh God, what was his name? It was like John something.
John Cabal.
But I wanted to say Cabal, but then that the problem was I was thinking too much of that the last movie,
Nightbreed.
the Nightbreed, and I'm like, I keep thinking I want to say Cabal, but I'm like, there's no way. I'm thinking of Nightbreed.
No, you
So
did.
that's
We just both had Cabal on the mind, I guess.
I guess. But yeah, he's there, and because he shows up like, he's one of the soldiers he has to go fight off in the war.
Hmm.
And just decades later, he disappears and he comes back in the 1970s.
Ooh,
And
yeah, it's and he wait, yeah, it's the 70s, you're right. But yeah, he pops back up and it's after because the whole world has a famine. Well, not a famine, it's a disease. A disease spreads and kills off people. And it's supposed to show how like the world would fall into chaos. They're basically walking zombies and people are just out here shooting any zombie that they see.
yeah, and that part was in the 60s
Oh,
when the
that part was
disease first came about.
that's right because it ends by the 70s. It like takes out most of the population.
Right.
Yeah, I thought the set design here was pretty good. The costumes, I can't say the same. Everybody had cloth shoes. Did you notice?
No, no,
Like
I didn't
all
notice that.
every homeless like or whatever sickly person, they have like these cloth shoes that strap up perfectly, by the way. It looks so dumb. They make it like cavemen. It's like time like I guessing what is that 40s, about 20 years. Whole progress of man has just taken a step back. Cars don't work anymore. There's no oil, so horses are pulling cars, which luckily World War II that did not happen. We did not get to, at least I don't remember this point in history.
Well, I was there. I remember it pretty fondly.
Oh, you did. Oh, okay. Yeah. How was it this bad?
Yeah, that's just like golden era. Like that's
Oh,
what everyone
the
always
golden
says.
era.
It's like
Yeah. Isn't that crazy that as soon as like everything it fixed itself, they went on to make Little Murders just like that, right in the 70s? Like, oh, you know what? The disease is over. We're making Little Murders.
yeah, yeah, but Alan Arkin like survives the disease and he's like, I'm going to make little murders.
I'm making a movie now. Now the biggest focus here is planes because there's a chieftain and he wants plane and air superiority. And of course, the guy who's actually working on the plane is like, we can't do it, we can't do it. But then guess what happens? A plane shows up and it's like a futuristic plane with a guy in a spacesuit in it. He has like a helmet on and everything. Um, and this sounds interesting, and I was kind of interested. I was like, "Oh, cool. Okay,
What, you're not going to mention his space helmet?
sorry, yeah, his helmet is like oblong, like almost oval shaped
Uh,
helmet.
like that looked like it can't fit through a doorway.
Yeah, it's really stupid looking. And I thought like maybe here the movie would get a bit more interesting, but it really doesn't because I mean I guess it adds some interest because they capture him instead of like them working together to get planes and everything and becoming a team. Um, they sorry. Instead they capture him and they take him prisoner. And you think the stakes would be a lot higher from this, but I never felt like the stakes amped up really.
No, I mean, because we kind of got to the point where like he shows back up and he's like he acts differently and he's got like a different way of speaking
Hmm.
and you're kind of like intrigued, being like, oh, like what's his deal? And he's basically coming to offer peace and like trying to offer like this new utopia that people can
Hmm.
live in. But obviously, like the chief guy, the boss or whatever his name is, he pretty much is just like, no, you're not affecting my society. Like, I rule here, and locks him away. And then everyone's kind of like banding together, and they're able to inform John Cabal's group that he's been captured. Yeah, so like after, like Cabal, like they do break him out of prison because his group, the I forget what they're called, but this some it's like some type of peaceful organization. They come in, they're like, "Oh, we're going to use this, this gas, like gas the whole crowd."
That's right. That's
And
right.
the boss like ends up having an allergic reaction to the gas and dies.
Yeah, that's right. God, um, and then it's crazy because this happens. And when does the time skip happen after that? Like, what is the time after?
So that part happens where they gas the crowd and
Hmm.
basically they're like, okay, we're gonna take we're taking everybody here. Like they take them unwillingly to this organization,
Yeah.
and time just kind of skips ahead, and it kind of seems like it's kind of offering like this hope, this false peacefulness. It's like trying
Hmm.
to like it's not really like this utopia. It's still like just another like fascist organization almost, where it's just like, but it's under like this weird banner of peace. Because then it goes from the 1970s to 2036.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, 2036. Yeah, because it's the Wings Over the World, right?
That's the
That's
name of
what.
the group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the name of the group. And it's like, oh yeah, it's peace, prosperity. And now we're in the future, which is crazy. We haven't hit 2036, so they were thinking 100 years ahead. This movie's not 100 years old yet. And we get to see like, and like you said, it's like a fake utopia. It from the outset you would look at it and go like, oh yeah, everything must be perfect here, everything's working out. But you start to put the pieces together that it is like fascist. There's one leader, and it's just repeating itself. I think the idea that H.G. Wells is trying to sell here is that history repeats is because once again everything's starting to stack up and there's two warring groups and one side really hates progress and hates the progress that we've made and they start to fight back against this I forget what they called it. It's like a sky cannon, I believe is what they keep calling it
Space
something.
space can is it space cannon?
It might just be as simple as a space cannon. Because I think it's his name's Oswald now, right?
Yeah, well uh that's like one of John Ball's descendants, Oswald
Yeah.
Cabal.
Yeah, because they're talking because they have conversations about the past and what it was like then. They've also eradicated colds, is what it sounds like. That's kind of rocks.
They eradicate the cold, but they haven't eradicated paralysis.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Wow. Uh,
Because they mentioned that they're like, oh, you could have been paralyzed. I'm like, they could cure the common cold, but like they
but
can't.
paralysis is gone.
They
Or it's there.
Yeah, paralysis is still a thing.
Yeah, that is a bit goofy. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, to the point where the little girl didn't even know what a sneeze was, which is
Right. Oh
no, no
yeah,
one
she's like,
sneezes.
yeah, no one ever sneezes anymore. The sneeze has been eliminated because she goes to the old man and he's just like, oh, a sneeze used to be this thing. Chew. And she's like, oh, that's weird. Like, why would anyone do that?
Yeah, which is isn't you don't even have to be sick to sneeze. You just sneeze naturally. But
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not going to question the great H.G. Wells.
But seemingly like the main gripe, at least for some people, is that progress is almost moving too fast. And that because of that, there's a demand of the populace and everyone's working too hard type of thing. And everyone's just kind of, they never end up stopping, which kind of leads to them like, oh, like what if we went to the moon?
Yeah,
And so
it's so funny.
it's like, back in the 30s, people were like, oh my God, we're actually going to go to the moon one day.
Yeah, in
And,
100 years.
maybe one day we will go to the moon, Nathan. But until that
Oh
day
yeah.
happens, you know, we'll
I-
be waiting on pins and needles.
Well, Brian, what if I told you that someone did land on the moon?
I mean, if you're talking about that Stanley Kubrick movie about the moon landing, then that.
No, there's some lost footage out there. It was an Apollo mission where a group landed on the moon, but there were aliens there that killed them. You can find it in this great found footage documentary that I watched from a few years ago. I'll send it over your way.
That's the best documentaries are always on YouTube. They don't lie.
Oh no, YouTube would never lie to you. I get all my politics from YouTube.
The same. I do Facebook, but yeah, I know what
Oh,
you
I mean,
mean.
equal and great. But but anyway, you say that where like things are progressing too fast. It's like when you predict these things, some things just start to ring a little true. Some things do hit home. Um, but God, getting to 2036. I mean, this movie is an hour 40, and it's just getting through it. It is a slog. It's a lot. I mean, the problem is it is a time thing. So I hate maybe crapping on this too much. I mean, I love movies of the 30s and think there's interesting ones, but I guess for a movie that's with such big ideas, such futuristic ideas, I guess it's just a little tiring just to have a bunch of conversations that end up just sounding the same.
Like for me, like I said before, we've loved a lot of movies where it's just mainly talking,
Yeah,
and this is one of those movies. But whenever you do one of those types of movies, you have to have an interesting characters having these conversations.
it's true.
And like I said, like I just was not reasonably attached to any of these characters. It's just like I didn't like what's John Cabal's personality? Like what is that?
Yeah, I wouldn't I
So
wouldn't even know.
So I couldn't tell you other than, he was like, was kind of like against the idea of war, at some point, or
Yeah, but that's like such a boring personality trait because yeah, who so many people hate war.
yeah. So it just really doesn't really hook you. I think this very much is a movie of its time where had I maybe watched this in the 30s and visuals are not really necessarily a thing that you are looking for into a movie,
Mm,
or the visuals that are here probably were massively impressive at the time, where it's just like, oh my God, this is like a crazy looking future. I've never imagined that it would look like this type of thing.
mm.
Um, so I don't want to really crap on it too much, like you said, just
Yeah.
because I don't really feel like this movie is for me, not for my generation type of thing. And it's just
Mm.
not really a movie that ages well for um me personally. It's just because I just don't feel very much attached to it. And I was kind of looking for a little bit more substance for me.
Yep, and I can totally agree with that. I feel like it was just lacking that substance that really would keep it through the years. Like I guess it just feels too God, you know what? I'm just gonna say ditto because you said it perfectly. Because I don't want to say words like dated and all that because I guess of course it's dated. It's from 1936, right? But it's
Yeah.
just something that just doesn't connect at all. So I don't know. Wasn't amazing. I appreciate it on some level. So, but it's not a recommend. You definitely don't have to see this one.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. But that does wrap it up for this one. Ryan, what are we going to be covering on Thursday?
Well, Nathan, kind of like how I said on the last episode, what's the number one thing that comes to your mind for the month of November?
Oh God. I just can't kangaroos?
No, Nathan. We've done this before. It's Elliot Gould.
Oh, it's Gould month. November's Gould month. No wonder I had a kangaroo on the mind. I'm thinking about Matilda, of course.
Yeah.
I just was messing it up. I was hoping it'd be Matilda month.
No, I don't know if I'll actually go through with the full theme or not, but I did.
No.
But anyway, I did pick this one. It is called Little Murders, and it is streaming for free on YouTube.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to watch that one. If you want to email us, you can email us at driveanddoubleFeaturePodcast@gmail.com. You can also um, you can also check us out on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to us over there. But until next time.
Until next time.